Hi there, welcome to Against All Odds on Tregon TV. This is where we give you all the prediction and analysis of the weekend football. 6 games and 3 likely goal scorers. Big welcome as well to our viewers on Super Screen TV. I'm Deji. Okon is rolling with me once again. Okon, It's nice to have you back.
Well, it's good to be back, Deji, and we've had some successful calls in the last few weeks. I think this week, certainly, with my presence, we should have some really interesting stuff coming through.
Hopefully. We've always had a good record when you're around. Well, Okun, one of those calls this weekend, West Ham United versus champions Manchester City. We are calling over 1.5 in that game. City have been splendid all season long. They haven't disappointed as far as the goals are concerned. So it seems a great call.
Well, City's goal record this season has actually been really impressive, DG. 98 league goals. This season, which has been absolutely outstanding. And not just that, DG, the last 6 games involving Man City have seen over 1.5 goals in them.
Last 6 games involving West Ham as well.
Same thing with West Ham United. So certainly this one should produce goals for us.
All right, let's move on to Italy. AS Roma, they have it all to do in the Champions League, of course, in the second leg. They are at home against Chievo Verona. To get into that Liverpool game in fine spirits, they really need to beat Chievo Verona. We think they'll be fired up for that one, a win for Roma.
Well, true, Deji. Chievo Verona haven't won in their last 5 games. In fact, just a draw in their last 5 league games. So we certainly think Roma will get the job done against Chievo Verona in this particular one.
Well, Okon, 13 goals in the last 6 games. Real Madrid, they're up against Leganes this weekend. It's matched between 2 games, of course, between Bayern Munich. But we think Real Madrid should give us goals in that game, at least 3 goals over 2.5.
It's just goals. If Real don't score, they will expect Leganes to also score. But not just that, DG. You did say, 13 goals in their last 6 league games. And also for Real Madrid, DG, they're the highest scoring team at home in La Liga this season.
Wow.
Barcelona just closely behind them. So we are going for over 2.5. I beg your pardon.
Over 2.5. All right, let's move on to Germany from here. Bayer Leverkusen, pretty solid at home. Last time we had them, they did well at home. I think it was against Frankfurt. Not quite sure now. But then they're up against VfB Stuttgart this time around. We think they will at least avoid defeat at home.
Well, that's absolutely true, Deji. For Stuttgart, we expect that they can't get a result against Bayer Leverkusen because Leverkusen's home form has been absolutely outstanding recently. In fact, they've not lost in the last 3 home games, drawing 1 and winning the other 2.
Well, let's move on to France, Okon. AS Monaco, second best home record in Ligue 1 this season. They're up against Amiens. They have so much, of course, at stake. Champions League sports are still at stake as well. I think they should bounce, really well and get the win over Amiens.
Monaco cannot afford to falter. And like you did say, only PSG have a better home record than Monaco in the league this season.
So they should win.
Yeah,
that one looks good as well. And then finally, we end up in the Dutch Eredivisie. Ajax are up against AZ Alkmaar. We think Ajax won't lose at home. Sounds a good call, yeah?
Yeah. Well, DG, this Ajax Amsterdam team have actually dropped 2 points in their last 11 home games.
They're pretty solid at home.
Very solid at home, DG. In fact, only PSV Eindhoven have a better home record than Ajax in the league. So we're thinking that Ajax double chance should be a very good call.
Yeah, should be a good call. All right, then. So those are the 6 games predictions. Let's move on to our goal scorers. Okon, Luis Suarez of Barcelona. He scored 3 in his last 3.
Well, very impressive record Luis Suarez does have against Deportivo DG. And not just that, he's actually scored 4 in his last 3 games for Barcelona. And only Ronaldo and Lionel Messi have scored more than him in La Liga. So certainly we think he's going to score this weekend against Deportivo.
Our second goal scorer, Okon, Gabriel Jesus. He's up against West Ham United, Manchester City. While they are doing that over 1.5, we think Gabriel Jesus should get amongst the goals too.
He scored in the last 3 games he's featured in for Manchester City. He's been very impressive recently, and with City already champions, he's been in a relaxed state and get the job done.
And you know what, Okon, he had a bad weekend against Swansea City last weekend. Still got a goal. Okay, our last goal scorer, Okon, Edison Cavani, PSG. We think he'll get back in scoring form. He's been paying off lately. It was disappointing last weekend as well, but Cavani should get back amongst the goals.
Well, PSG have the 2 top scorers in Ligue 1, Cavani on 25 and Neymar on 19. Cavani will hoping to stretch that record, especially when considering the fact that in the other leagues in Europe, other Europeans top 5 leagues, leagues that we have the likes of Salah and Cristiano and the likes going on a very, very good one. I think he's also we're going to want to show that he's one of the top goal scorers in Europe.
All right, sounds good. So those are our predictions and the analysis, of course, to go with it. Remember, nothing is cast in stone, but based on certain statistics and probabilities, we think these games will come through. Call your friends to subscribe to Tregong TV because you can't enjoy this alone.
Yeah,
you can't. And follow us on all our social media handles and platforms as well. Have yourself a good weekend.